Excellency, Madam President, Madam Commissioner, Mr. Director of the E-Governance Academy, Director General of the European Commission, Honorable Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, Excellencies, dear friends. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of the ACP Group of States, all 79 countries, 42 of which are here with us, to say how much we appreciate the great work that has gone into arranging this conference, and to pay tribute to the Republic of Estonia, and in particular, the E-Governance Academy for hosting us, not virtually, but in real life. We are, in fact, particularly happy that this great occasion will give us a unique opportunity for the ACP member states to share experiences, to learn, to teach, and to come back to learn again. We look at these critical examples for embracing e-governance in a way in which Estonia has been a renowned example worldwide. We fully acknowledge that many institutions and organizations, public and private, in developing countries, such as the ACP, have embraced the utilization of ICT to address the various opportunities and challenges in the context of the Sustainable Development Goals. Indeed, much of the support and facilitation continue to be provided at great sacrifice by national governments through the development of ICT infrastructure, increased connectivity and affordability of telecommunication services, as well as ensuring a broader participation of citizens in all aspects of governance and of their own life. While we note significant progress in ICT adoption at various levels in many developing countries, several factors still impede the effective utilization of ICT in public and private sectors. These include poor approaches to IT adoption, ineffective ITC policy frameworks, security, poor service delivery, and the ever-changing ICT environment and market prices by public providers and private suppliers. It is acknowledged, however, that over the past few years, the mobile communications market has astronomically grown in developing countries, particularly in Africa, outstanding in which has been, as referred to, Kenya and Mauritius, two of the ACP member states which remain strong pillars and great examples of change and renowned leadership. Furthermore, these high growth rates have been accompanied by innovation mainly tailored to the needs of the users in our countries. We also note that the high growth experience in segments of the ITC sector of ACP countries has been facilitated by the sizable investment in infrastructure by private sector organizations who took advantage of investments in the sector that governments had pioneered several decades before. It is, however, important to also emphasize that the sector needs to be openly and repeatedly recognized as a key economic enabler at the highest level of governments. This recognition should be tangible and translated into specific value, be it monetary, in the form of funding, in fiscal incentives, or tax reliefs, or non-monetary measures, such as positive changes in policies and laws that encourage investment, liberalization, and greater productivity. Investments aimed at strengthening the ITC human capital need to be encouraged, and we see this happening increasingly with the support of the European Union and our work with the European Commission. We also acknowledge that ICT is important for linking actors in the innovation system, and here we turn to our universities and institutes of higher learning. This is also important for us as we seek to pursue the Sustainable Development Goals, in particular with emphasis on SDG 9, to build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. Estonia, you've shown us a great way to accomplish this. Excellencies, honorable ministers, dear friends, as developing countries strive to embrace e-governance in their respective development agendas, there is need to invest in innovative processes which will adapt new technologies and practices for the benefit of their populations. We consider it important to emphasize that the ability to access, adapt, and diffuse knowledge generated elsewhere is an important prerequisite for technological progress in developing countries. Hence, for us, Estonia serves as a world-renowned center of knowledge and learning. We've come home to you to live and to learn as much as we can. However, it is imperative for a successful e-governance program to be accompanied by a vibrant, innovative environment characterized by such factors that include a skilled workforce, a sound business environment, policies that encourage innovation and entrepreneurial activity, and of course, a strong focus on governance and implementation. It is also worth mentioning that although digital technologies are being adopted in the developing world at an unprecedented rate, lack of connectivity in many of our countries and limited competition make these technologies unaffordable for the majority of our population. This continues to occur despite the fact that the world is more complex and interconnected than ever. In recognition of this disturbing fact, the 10th European Development Fund, intra-ACP Development Cooperation Resources, co-managed by the ACP and the European Commission, responded by designing an ACP connectivity program across the ACNP. The specific objective of the program has been to facilitate the creation, development, and use of regional education and communication networks and internet connectivity in view of having a more inclusive information society at all ACP, continental, regional, and national levels. The activities for the ACP Connect program included Africa Connect initiative, which continues to be funded under the Pan-African Instrument by the European Commission. Moreover, the promotion of public-private partnership investments in the ITC sector to facilitate the diffusion of ICT in the social and economic sectors of our countries is crucial to the success of all these efforts. It should, however, be underlined that successful partnerships in any sector are a function of overall investor confidence in the socio-political system, ease of doing business, and consistency or predictability of the relevant legal frameworks. If these elements are right, it has been found that public-private partnerships will develop and flourish organically. To this end, as the ACP countries adapt and adopt ICT systems, including e-governance in their strategic development plans, the dividends will lead to the rolling out of inclusive, open, and secured information or connected societies. This will allow the populations in our countries to reap the benefits and also to grow more confident in how we become citizens not only of our regions, but of the world. This is the direction of the 21st century in which we as the ACP intend to share and be a catalyst for all of Africa, the Caribbean, and Pacific member states. In concluding, may I wish you very fruitful deliberations at this memorable event. I'm sure the insights Your Excellencies will provide at this conference will greatly contribute to the efforts of our countries in their pursuit of investing in knowledge economies and their equitable integration in the world economy for the benefit of all our citizens. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.